Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're jumping into a really incredible story from the world of Japanese horse racing.
That's right. We're focusing on a truly legendary figure, a mare who didn't just win races, she smashed expectations.
We're talking about Vodka, and we're going to trace her whole career, from her debut right through to the big records, the rivalries, the comebacks. It's quite a story.
It really is.
And there's an interesting detail about her name, too, right? Linked to her sire, Tanino Gimlet.
Exactly. The idea was, well, kind of a joke, that she'd be even stronger, higher alcohol content than her dad. A bold name for a bold horse.
Yeah. So what's our mission today? What are we trying to understand about her?
Well, I think the goal is to figure out what made Vodka so special. Not just fast, though she was incredibly fast, but what made her this phenomenon. She broke so many barriers, especially for a filly.
So it's about more than just speed.
Definitely. It's resilience, it's strategy from her team, and it's, fundamentally changing what people thought a mare could achieve in racing.
Okay, let's dive in then. Her early career, she showed talent pretty much straight away, didn't she?
Oh, almost immediately. From her debut, you could see something was there. And it didn't take long for her to step up.
Right, to the Hanshin juvenile fillies. That's the big one for 2-year-old fillies in Japan, yeah.
It is the championship race, essentially.
Yeah.
And heading into it, there was another filly, Aston McCann, who was the big favorite. She had won 3 in a row already.
Looked unbeatable, maybe.
Pretty much, yeah. But then came the race.
And Vodka.
Vodka had this incredible late surge, just stormed past Aston McCann right near the finish line, snatched the win.
Wow, must have been electric.
It really was. And that win instantly made her a G1 winner. Plus, she broke the race time record, just stamped her authority.
So no surprise she was named the best 2-year-old filly that year. It seemed like the sky was the limit.
Absolutely. And moving into her 3-year-old season, 2007, she started strong again, won the Elfin Stakes quite easily.
But then things got a bit more complicated.
Yes. Her next race, the Tulip Show. This is where we see the start of a huge rivalry. She faced Daiwa Scarlet for the first time.
Daiwa Scarlet. That name comes up a lot with Vodka.
It does. They became these defining rivals. And in that first meeting, Daiwa Scarlet actually beat Vodka, narrowly, just by a neck, but it set the tone.
Okay, so a bit of a check there. But heading into the Uoka show, the first leg of the fillies' Triple Crown, Vodka was still the one to beat.
Overwhelmingly the favorite, yes. Everyone expected her to dominate. She settled in mid-pack, her usual style. And then disaster struck, really. Coming into the straight, she just stumbled, lost her momentum.
Oh, no, that cost her the race.
Completely. Cost her the race, and with it, any chance of winning the fillies' Triple Crown. Gone in the first leg. A real shocker.
Right. So this is where her story gets really interesting, as you said. A stumble, a lost Triple Crown dream. What happens next?
Well, this is where her team makes a truly audacious decision. Instead of sticking to the filly races, they decide to enter her in the Tokyo Yushun.
The Japanese Derby.
Against the colts.
Exactly. Which was almost unheard of. I mean, a filly hadn't even run in the Derby for 11 years, let alone won it. It's colt territory.
That's a massive gamble. Why did they do it? Were they seeing something specific in her?
I think they just believed in her raw ability. They saw her not just as a top filly, but as an exceptional racehorse, period.
Yeah.
Capable of beating anyone, colt or filly. Plus, maybe that Uoka show stumble made them think, okay, let's try something completely different.
And she wasn't even the favorite going into the Derby, was she?
No, not at all. The betting favorite was a colt named Fuzaichi Huo. Vodka was, a bit of an unknown quantity against that level of male competition.
But she pulled it off. How did the race unfold?
She ran her race, didn't get flustered, stayed calm in her usual mid-pack spot. Then, in that long Tokyo straight, she just found another gear. Powerful finish. Left Fuzaichi Hu, Admire Aura, all the big names behind her.
And won the Derby. As a filly.
Yes. First filly in 64 years to win the Japanese Derby. Just monumental.
Incredible. 64 years. And it was the jockey, Hirofumi Shi's first Derby win, too. Very emotional. Plus, that unique stat, the only father-daughter pair, Tanino Gimlet and Vodka, to ever win the Derby. Still true as of 2019, anyway.
Amazing history. But you have to wonder, after a peak like that, especially one so unexpected, did people think maybe it was a fluke? Could she sustain it?
That's a fair question. And actually, things got tough after the Derby. That brilliant win was followed by, well, a slump.
Oh, really? What happened?
She finished way back in 8th in the Takarazuka Kinnin, even though she was the favorite. Plans for the Arc in France got canceled due to an injury.
Ouch.
Then Daiwa Scarlet beat her again in the Shupa Show. She had to be withdrawn from another big race, the Queen Elizabeth II Cup, because of an accident just before. It was just one thing after another.
So the second half of her 3-year-old season was winless.
Completely winless. She finished 4th in the Japan Cup, then way back in 11th in the Arimakinen. A really tough run.
And did that affect how she was viewed at the end of the year, despite the Derby win?
It did, surprisingly. She actually lost out on the title of Best 3-Year-Old Filly. Who won it?
Let me guess. Daiwa Scarlet.
You got it. Daiwa Scarlet took the title. It just shows how intense that rivalry was, and maybe how much those later season struggles impacted perceptions, even with that historic Derby win.
So going into her 4-year-old season, there must have been real questions. You know, the classic Derby curse idea, horses burning out.
Exactly. And the start of her 4-year-old year didn't exactly dispel those fears. She was 6th in the Kyoto Kinnin, then 4th when she went overseas for the first time in Dubai.
Right. So the narrative was building.
Yeah.
Maybe she was done.
People were definitely wondering. But her team, again, showed some creative thinking. They needed to turn things around.
So what was the plan?
They entered her in the Yasuda Kinnin, which is a G1 mile race, 1,600 meters. Very different from the Derby's 2,400 meters.
Shorter distance. Was that unusual for a Derby winner?
Highly unusual. It would have been, 19 years since a Derby winner had even run in it. But they needed a change and maybe thought the shorter distance would suit her speed.
And did it work?
Oh, did it ever. She was brilliant in the Yasuda Kinnin. Good start, clear run in the straight, and she just exploded away. Won by 3.5 lengths. Dominant.
Wow. That's a statement. Back with a vengeance.
Absolutely. And significant, too. First filly to win it in 14 years. And, crucially, the first Derby winner ever to win a G1 race under 2,000 meters. It proved her incredible versatility.
So she's back on top. And you just know what's coming next, don't you? Another clash with Daiwa Scarlet.
Had to happen. The Tenno Show Autumn. This was hyped as, the ultimate showdown. Her jockey, the legendary Takutaka, was super confident, said she was in the best shape of her life.
The tension must have been immense. How did the race play out?
It was epic. Daiwa Scarlet did her usual thing, went straight to the lead. Vodka settled back mid-pack. Then, in the straight, Vodka comes charging. Daiwa Scarlet is digging in, refusing to yield. Neck and neck, stride for stride, all the way to the wire.
Unbelievable drama. And the finish.
They're so close. Unbelievably close. They hit the line together, and nobody knew who'd won. There was this agonizing... 13 minutes for the photo finish decision?
13 minutes. Wow.
Yeah. And then the result came up. Vodka. By 2 centimeters.
2 centimeters. That's insane after 2,000 meters.
Barely a nose. Takutaka was ecstatic, punching the air. The Scarlet team was understandably stunned.
What does a finish like that tell you? Just 2 centimeters separating them?
It tells you they were both champions, giving absolutely everything. Heart, courage, tactics.
Yeah.
Just peak equine athleticism. And historically... first time in 50 years, fillies finished 1-2 in the Tenno Show.
And they didn't just win, they smashed the record, right?
By nearly a second. Both of them ran faster than greats like Special Week and Symbolic Chris S. ever had in that race, just showed the quality. Vodka now had G1s at a mile and middle distances as an older horse. Incredible range.
What happened after that epic win?
She ran 3rd in the Japan Cup, and then, despite being voted #1 by fans for the Arimakinen, she ended up withdrawing from that race.
But the year ended on a high note. Awards-wise.
Oh, definitely. After those huge wins in the Yasuda Kinnin and the Terra Show, she was named Horse of the Year.
Yeah.
And Best Filly, age 4 and over. First filly to sweep those since Air Groove 11 years earlier. The comeback was complete. She was undoubtedly the queen.
So under her 5-year-old season, did she maintain that dominance?
Well, there was another slight blip early on 7th place in Dubai again, but she bounced right back in Japan. Entered the Victoria Mile, demolished the field, won by 7 lengths, broke the race record, just breathtakingly good. Showed Dubai was just an off day.
Okay, she's clearly still got it. And then back to the Yasuda Kinnin, trying to win it again.
Yes, aiming for back-to-back wins. And this race was maybe one of her gutsiest ever.
How so?
She got completely blocked in the straight, hemmed in, nowhere to go. It looked impossible for a long time.
Oh, wow. Trapped.
Absolutely trapped. But then, with maybe only 100 meters left, Takutaka somehow found this tiny gap and Vodka just exploded through it. She literally pried it open and burst clear to win.
That sounds incredible.
Yeah.
Pure determination.
It really was. Acceleration, courage, and that connection with the jockey. Just phenomenal. And the records just kept tumbling.
What records did that win break?
Okay, let's see. First time in 11 years, the favorite won the Yasuda Kinnin. First horse in 16 years to win it twice in a row. First filly in 66 years to win it twice in a row.
66 years.
And maybe the biggest marker of her sustained success, she became the first filly in JRA history to earn over 1 billion yen in prize money. Just staggering consistency at the highest level.
Unbelievable career earnings. So after that, she targeted the auto majors again.
Yep. She ran second in a prep race, the Manichi-Okan, then third in the Tennosho Autumn. Couldn't quite repeat that win, but then it was on to the Japan Cup for the third time. New jockey this time, Christophe Lemaire. And she was the favorite again.
Another big chance on a huge stage. How did this one end? Please don't tell me.
You guessed it. Another photo finish. She looked like she had it won in the straight, broke clear. But then, Oak and Bruce Lee came flying late. They hit the line locked together.
Not again. How close this time?
2 centimeters. Again. Just unbelievable.
That's her trademark. Winning the biggest races by the absolute smallest margin.
Incredible, isn't it? But she got the verdict. Won the Japan Cup.
And that was another historic win, right?
Hugely historic. First filly to win the Japan Cup in 20 years. And the first Japanese-bred filly ever to win it. And that victory, her 7th G1 win.
Made her the first filly in JRA history to win 7 G1s.
Exactly. She was rewriting the record books constantly, just unparalleled for a mare.
And the end-of-year awards must have reflected that.
They certainly did. She was named Best Filly age 4 and over again, and for the second year running, Horse of the Year.
Wow. Back-to-back Horse of the Year titles. Has any other filly ever done that?
Nope. She was the first, and so far the only filly in history to achieve that. Cemented her place as an all-time great, an absolute legend.
What an incredible peak to her career. Did she race on after that?
She did come back as a 6-year-old, aiming for the Dubai World Cup. She ran in a prep race over there, finished 8th.
Not the result they hoped for.
No, and unfortunately, after the race, they discovered she'd had nosebleeds again, a recurring issue.
Oh, that's serious for a racehorse.
It is. Continuing to race could have put her health at risk. So sadly.
They had to retire her.
Yes. The announcement came shortly after her racing career was over.
Bit of a sad end, but what a career to look back on. So, wrapping this up, what's the enduring legacy of Vodka?
I think it's her role as a complete game changer. She wasn't just a champion filly, she was a champion, full stop.
Yeah.
Winning the Derby, beating the Colts, winning G1s from a mile up to 2,400 meters, those incredible photo finishes, the comebacks.
Yeah, she constantly defied what people thought a filly could do. That rivalry with West Scarlet pushed both of them to amazing heights, too.
Absolutely. Those battles were legendary. Her 7 G1 wins, the 2 Horse of the Year titles. It's a record that speaks to exceptional talent, yes, but also incredible heart and resilience. She just refused to be beaten, refused to fit the mold.
So a final thought for you, our listener. What element of Vodka's story resonates most with you? Is it the barrier-breaking Derby win, the incredible resilience to come back from setbacks, or maybe those nail-biting finishes against her greatest rival? How does a champion find that extra gear, that extra 2 centimeters when it matters most? Something to ponder.
She certainly gave us plenty to think about. A truly unforgettable horse.
Indeed. Thanks for diving deep with us today into the incredible story of Vodka.